Yeah, we need a new camera.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We are here. We are live.
And it is dark right now.
It is, it's
somewhat dark.
It's somewhat dark. It's a little bit better. If we got to adjust the lighting well here. This is Let Us Interrupt You, episode 17. Here on Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. I am Joseph Olivo.
And I am Michael Smith.
We got a lot to recap. Division round weekend was insane. I would say the best division round ever. By far the best division round football that I've watched.
And one of the greatest games ever happened.
And game of the year as far as I'm concerned for 2021, 2022 NFL season as far as Bills Chiefs. And there were a lot of games of the year in the NFL this year. I could tell you right now, I counted at least 11 games this year that had game of the year in it. But this one, Bills versus Chiefs, this may have topped every single game that was on my list of games of the year.
There's something else I want to say about that game, but
get it out now.
We'll get to it when we recap the game.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go in particular order
because it has to do with what happens after the game.
What happens after the game?
We'll talk about it when we get to the game.
All right. So I already gave you the recap. So for the Bengals-Titans game, I gave you the recap because when I started the podcast, the game was still on. So I was home, was able to watch the game while I was putting together the podcast. So I get the recap of that one. So if you want to hear the full recap of that particular game, go back to listen to it on YouTube. You can also follow me on Facebook too. I'm pretty sure that'll be able to link you right to YouTube anyway, so it won't really matter. But anyway.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, OnlyFans.
Next game was the 49ers Packers. And the only thing I can say about this game was that Rodgers did the best he could. I mean, David McCarry, their center, was out. I mean, there's no excuse for that, obviously. But he did get sacked 5 times in this game. His 49er defense came to play.
This might be Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer.
I think it is. I think it is.
I think it is.
I think
he's going to go to another team, probably Broncos or the Raiders.
The more I think about it, I could see retirement with him, but at the same time, I could see Tennessee. And the only reason why I see Tennessee is
Tennessee.
Yeah, and you could do this in a 3-way package. You could give some draft picks to Green Bay, have Tannehill go to Denver, and Green Bay then Green Bay can ship.
Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. They're not going to.
He's not a free agent. He's not going to be a free agent until 2023, 2024.
No, he's going to be a free agent after this year.
No.
This is the last year of his contract.
No, that's Adams' last year of his contract.
This year is his last year, too.
He signed through 2023, Rodgers.
No, I'm going to check it right now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, because right now there's a trade package where Rodgers, because right now at this point, it's the same thing with Russell Wilson. He's trying to explore his options, too. I think, like I said before, I think Rodgers goes to Tennessee, and I'm going to tell you why. You already got the weapons there now. You got the offensive line. You have a great defense, I think, being put together right now down there in Tennessee. Great coaching staff. I think, and they got more weapons than.
Oh yeah, right. He isn't a valid free agent until 2023.
Yes,
but he does have a clause in his contract that he could void the final season, so he can become a free agent.
But here's the thing. I think either way you look at it right now, he doesn't want to restructure.
Either way, he's going to be gone. He
don't want to change the payments of his contract. He wants to get the same money, even though it's not really about money. That's not the point. The point is,
honestly, when you're an athlete, you do got to worry about money.
I know, but what I'm saying,
most people say,
what I'm saying is he's not going to change the contract overall and get paid less by a different team.
But right now, his contract is 4 years, $144 million.
And I think Tennessee can make some moves right now, give up some talent right now. Not too much talent to the point where.
Who would they give up?
What would Tennessee give up?
They will give up
potential draft picks. They give up Tannehill.
Well, honestly, the Packers may bring in another veteran QB, but they're definitely going to start Love.
No, I don't think they're going to start Love. Love's not ready. Love is
they're going to force him in there. And I say the best way for a QB to learn
not right now.
is from his mistakes.
Well, he didn't make a lot of mistakes. The problem is that day when he was playing against the Chiefs.
Everyone was out and injured, and they played like crap.
Everyone was out that day. But the thing of it was, he didn't practice that week.
He didn't
even know he was going to start or not because there were all rumors saying they were going to sign Blake Bortles. They were going to sign the other guy. They were going to start something.
They did sign Blake Bortles.
They did,
but to the practice squad.
Exactly. And then what happened was,
and then they brought him to the main roster.
Right.
But he didn't even play.
Right.
And then they released him after the game.
Yeah, but after Rodgers walking out the way he did, and here's the thing that really gets me. I don't think he wants to stay in Green Bay.
He doesn't.
He doesn't want to stay in Green Bay at all. But
honestly, the Packers should have been a lot better with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, they should.
He's with the team for 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
They only have one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Same thing with What happened with Brett Favre?
For the 49ers,
He was there for 20 years.
The 49ers are his kryptonite. That's the way you got to look at it. This game
0-4 against the Niners in the playoffs.
It is kind of sad when you think about it.
Wow.
It really is sad, especially in that particular order, really how it's played out. It's just really how this looked at the end. I mean, you're in the snow, you have the advantage, you're at home. I mean, Garoppolo didn't do crap in this game. Rodgers really.
Garoppolo hasn't done crap in this entire playoffs.
Oh, I know.
Still
and
winning.
And he still managed to get the win. There's no doubt about that.
That's what they say is true. Defense wins championships.
Yeah. I'm going to fast forward to the second quarter right now when the Packers got down to the red zone, or sort of. They had a field goal blocked.
Mm-hmm.
It was still 7-0 by the end of the half. And then Robbie Gould kicks a field goal, 29-yarder, 7-3. Crowley had a 33-yard field goal early in the fourth quarter. I said this from the beginning. I don't know why they didn't go for it on fourth down. You have Aaron Rodgers, you have Devontae Adams. Like, get the throttle going with this offense. Like just stalling it right now with a field goal to me just didn't make a lot of sense. Tala Fuuga, one of the special teams players, blocked the field goal. Actually recovered a blocked field goal.
Fuuga.
And he returned for 6 yards, tied the game at 10-10. And Robbie Gould, as usual, got his moment at the Garoppolo, in the 49ers offense. Debo and Elijah Mitchell and the rest of that wide receiver group helped him down the field, drove it down the field, 45-yard field goal, time expires, 49ers get the win 13-10. And Robbie Gould has been fantastic for this team. I don't think he's looked at as one, like, I think he's overlooked, when it comes to, like
one of the more underrated kickers ever.
And I think he's definitely in the Hall of Fame conversation once he retires. And I think he is.
Hall of Fame?
I think he is.
I don't think he's a Hall of Fame
You don't think he's a Hall of Fame kicker?
Nah, that's real. He's not like Vinatieri.
Oh, he's definitely in the conversation. And I gotta say this right now. Yes, he was not part of a lot of winning teams. That's understandable. He's with the Bears, and they've had their ups and downs. With the 49ers, they've had their ups and downs. Mm-hmm. I look at it like this. I think that guy right there does not get enough praise. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's probably in amongst maybe like 20, 25 years down the road, the name will pop up. And it'll be like, oh, yeah, this guy was a clutch kicker. Or actually, no, that's way too late for that. I'm sorry. Probably like about 10 or 15 years. If we're going to really be honest with ourselves. You want to know the numbers for Robbie Gould in his career? Never missed a kick in the playoffs. He's 20 for 20 for field goals, 32 for 32 on extra points. That's his career stats in the playoffs alone. Just FYI. So that guy's a clutch kicker. And, people that want to say he's not a Hall of Famer, I think you're insane. I think you're insane for thinking that he wouldn't be a Hall of Famer.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. That is true. Next game, Rams Buccaneers. This was a nightmare game from Tom Brady at the start of the game, first half.
And the fact that they almost came back and won is insane.
I know, yeah. They were down as much as 27-3 in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a good game for Brady, although in the second half he did wake up. Managed to get a 30 for 54, 329 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Matthew Stafford had 28 for 38, 366 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. A lot better than Garoppolo and Rodgers did, I'll tell you that much. Much better quarterback tangent, especially in the fourth quarter. But in the end, it was Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp came in the clutch, 2 clutch plays. And I just popped on my computer.
Yeah, that was a weird.
Anyway. And they were able to get in field goal position, and Matt kicked a 30-yard field goal.
To win it and send the defending Super Bowl champions home.
Yeah, and that's the key word, home. And I think that the crazy thing is that the Rams almost gave this game away. They
almost did.
Gave this game away. There was points in this game where I said to myself, "Holy crap, what are they doing? What are they doing?" Anyway, but Stafford had some great things going on in the game. He had a 70-yard touchdown pass to Ken Blanton, who was like a backup tight end. 70-yard to Cooper Kupp. Stafford had a 1-yard run. There was a missed field goal with the Buccaneers early in the first half that really just set them backwards. There was a fumble that was by the Rams. The Rams had 4 turnovers in this game. They had at least, I think there was like 3 fumbles in the game and 1 interception, I believe. Or no, was it all 4 turnovers were fumbles? Okay, yeah. Wow. But yeah, it was not a good game. Leonard Fournette had 2 rushing touchdowns. Evans had a 55-yard reception for a touchdown from Brady. Brady, like I said before, his best effort. Could have gotten career win number 36 in the playoffs. Unfortunately, he came up short. Defense, I think, got exposed. And I got to be honest, Sean Murphy-Bunting, kind of overrated in my opinion.
Overrated. Yep.
Overrated.
He's
sure.
not good.
He's not that great.
Yep.
Can't cover
Trade him.
Can't.
Give me. No.
Well, he's not going to be a free agent until, I think 2023 or 2024.
Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Yeah, I believe he's 2023, 2024 will be a free agent. But my opinion is that he's not clutch. He's not a clutch defensive back. I was 100% wrong about him. I think he held the team back. I mean, he was making a lot of mistakes. Jamal Dean, I think, is a much better defensive back, and I'm pretty sure he's somewhat of a safety, I think. I could be wrong, but I think he's somewhat of a safety. I mean, he always played in the safety position, so who knows? But, yeah, at the end of the day, the Buccaneers couldn't get the job done. Next week they play the 49ers. My opinion is right now is the rivalry is real.
Let's look at the last 4 teams for a second.
Okay,
We're at the Bengals, who have been to multiple Super Bowls in the past.
Yeah.
But wait, both Super Bowls, they went 2 Super Bowls, right? I believe so.
The Bengals?
Yeah. Both against the 49ers.
They lost to the 49ers.
Exactly, twice in the Super Bowl.
Right, but they never won one. So
but they never won.
Yeah.
No, just look at they never won a Super Bowl.
Okay.
But honestly, let's also too. The Bengals are the most improved team in the league.
By far.
They went from a top 5 pick last year, drafting Jamar Chase,
to being in the AFC title.
to AFC title
I
game.
mean, that's basically it's still amazing. It's still amazing with this.
We got the Rams, who honestly might be the most dangerous team.
I think
Talent-wise, they're the most dangerous team here.
Talent-wise, yes. As far as dangerous goes, I think we'll see what this weekend when they play against the 49ers.
We got the Niners, who honestly, I don't know how they made it this far. To be honest,
I'm going to have them in by their defense.
By their defense, but like
defense is the reason why they're in this in the first place. And maybe Deebo Samuel and maybe Elijah Mitchell. I don't put anything on Garoppolo. I mean, I think Garoppolo gets nothing in credit from my standpoint. I don't.
If the 49ers somehow won the Super Bowl, I said Garoppolo would probably stay for another year. Because even they know that Trey Lance ain't ready.
I think you got to.
But if he
does win, I think he's.
If he does win, they're staying for at least one more year because they got Trey Lance, and they're not gonna want to sit him for like. Garoppolo's like 30. He could probably go for like another 10 years.
Yeah.
They're not gonna keep him for 10 years. They drafted Trey Lance for a reason. They traded up to get him for a reason. So
because they have no hope for Jimmy G, and they didn't even think that Jimmy G would even make it this far. And the funny thing of it is that he didn't. He was just there for the ride, and there's a difference between actually doing the job and just being there for the ride and just like finessing.
Yeah.
And I think that
he finessed him.
He finessed him for sure. There's no question about it. He is enjoying every bit of it. It's I'm gonna give you.
But he'll definitely find another starting gig somewhere because of this.
I'll give you the list of players right now that's not Jimmy G in this list right now who got into the dance in the first place. Fred Warner, you're the middle linebacker. Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Robbie Gould, Elijah Mitchell. Oh, and Deebo Samuel. So that's 6 players right there. I just named, not Jimmy G.
That have gotten them this far.
That have gotten you to the dance in the first place. And Robbie Gould right now, if they end up losing him, this 49 team is screwed. That's all I got to say. If they end up losing this kicker right now, they decide for whatever reason to get rid of this kicker, you're a bunch of idiots.
So how old is Robbie Gould? He's like, I know he's like pretty old. He's like 4.
I don't know. But I don't know. I actually haven't even looked at his contract yet to see what his contract status even is. But,
I know Robbie Gould's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. But, as you looked it up, I'm going to recap for you.
He's 39.
He's 39?
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll play when he's 43.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll give you the recap of the Bills.
And then last team, we got the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
And we know.
It's all Mahomes.
All Mahomes.
All Mahomes. You can't, don't put anything that's just
Mahomes, Hill.
Yeah, I'd say Mahomes, Hill,
Kelsey.
Who else has been part of that whole thing? I'm not even going to say Chris Jones. Frank Clark.
Chris Jones has been kind of.
Yeah. I'd say it's Frank Clark.
Frank Clark's been. Yeah.
Well, he's been pretty good for this team. I would say maybe Frank Clark, and also if I had to put another person in that conversation, McCall Harmon. Harmon's been another key guy.
McCall Harmon, definitely.
Another clutch wide receiver. But back to the recap of this game. Devin Singletary gets a 1-yard run in the end zone. Bills are up 7-0. Mahomes takes back this the game, gets himself an 8-yard run to tie it 7-all. Bryce Pingle gets a 2-yard touchdown pass. Gabriel Davis responds with an 18-yard
Gabe Davis had a day.
Oh, he had a day of his own. We'll get more into that in a second. Bucker get a 39-yard field goal. They got a 17-14 lead. McCall Harmon had a 25-yard run. Ashley Point was no good. It was off to the right. Gabriel Davis had a 75-yard touchdown reception from Josh Allen. He was great in this game. That was his second touchdown. Buckner got another field goal. Later on, Gabriel Davis late in the fourth quarter, 27-yard pass, boom, right from Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs answered the 2-point conversion. Tyreek Hill responded with a 64-yard pass from Patrick Mahomes, and the crowd went insane. The announcers went insane. I went insane for that one. Gabriel Davis got a 19-yard reception, his fourth touchdown of the day. The first NFL player in NFL history to do that in a division round or anything.
I believe Gabe Davis is a rookie, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's not.
Is he?
Pretty sure
or second year?
I'm pretty sure he's in his second or third year. I think he's in his second year, I'm pretty sure. Probably his third.
Second year.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fourth-round pick last year.
Yeah, and think about that one. Not even Jerry Rice did that. So there you go.
Gabe Davis.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the Chiefs responded because
he was born April 1st.
Let me just stop this for a second. If you don't want to give Mahomes any time, don't kick it off.
Okay.
Do a squib kick, get at least 5 or 6 seconds off the clock, and you win the game. That was a mistake.
13 seconds.
You kick it in the end zone, got a touchback. And
with that loaded offense.
And by the way, you have 3 timeouts left. Thank you very much for Kansas City right there. For all you freaking freaks out there about Kansas City, they had 3 timeouts left.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 clutch first downs, got Buckner in a field goal position. They tied the game at 36-all, and then Kansas City won the coin toss. They won the mother freaking coin toss. And at that point, all bets were off. Tyreek Hill got you in the red zone. Travis Kelce gets an 8-yard touchdown reception. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Speaking of the coin toss.
To their 4th straight conference title.
That's why I want to talk about the coin
42-36. Go ahead, Mike, with your coin toss.
Because, a lot of people are saying stuff about the overtime rules, how both teams should get a chance, right?
I
believe they should.
Yeah.
Because games like this, games that happened earlier in this year, both teams should get a chance with the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we know it's the NFL. It's not going to go crazy like the NCAA, like how they are.
Yeah.
Some games go to 100 points there, but I feel like both teams should have a chance with the ball at overtime.
I think here's why I propose to the NFL. If you're gonna get the touchdown rule thing, okay, great. Give the team the ball back. They have
because we know the current rule now is with the field goal, and then they get another chance.
They have 1 chance, the road team, to do it. Not 2, not 3.
Just 1 chance.
Just 1
if
chance.
They fail it, game over.
Game over. It's
perfect.
that simple.
Touchdown.
Oh, and they have to win by 2. If they get a touchdown in that first drive, they got to go for a 2-point conversion. No field goals. That's it.
I agree. So, basically incorporate the NCAA rules to the NFL.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
For that 1 drive. Yep. And you know something? Buffalo, this was the best chance for them to get in the Super Bowl. And I got to be honest right now, that Buffalo defense was exhausted. They were completely exhausted. Late in the fourth quarter and also in overtime. I even knew
this definitely was the bit. No, honestly, there's still going to be a team pretty dangerous team for the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think their defense.
Honestly, their best chance was back in the early 90s when they went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And they lost all of them.
Yeah.
And how?
Well, you lost to the NFC East. And 2 of them were the Dallas Cowboys. 1 of them was to the Washington football team.
The other one was to the Giants.
And the other was the Giants. Wide right. No one can forget that game.
Honestly, that's probably the one that should have won.
Yeah. And another thing, too, about this game, too, since this is Kansas State's 4th straight conference title game. First time in NFL history for any NFL head coach to do this. Andy Reid did it with the Philadelphia Eagles, 4 straight conference titles, and now he's doing it here with the Kansas City Chiefs from 2018 to 2021. So there you go. There you go. I know it's 2022, but the season's 2021, 2022. For anybody who's confused, I just said 2021. I know I said 2021. We're in 2022, but just FYI, that is the first time in NFL history for any head coach to do it. That's that. Oh, yeah. By the way, when Josh Allen doesn't win a coin toss, the Buffalo Bills are 0-2. When he has won the coin toss for the Bills, they're 9-0. So just putting it out there. Buffalo Bills.
Change the OT rules, please.
Change the OT rules. And for the love of God, 1 chance if they score a touchdown. I'd say this. Let's say the team doesn't score it on the first possession. The other team could score in the second possession. The other team could get a chance with the ball right after that. I'm not opposed to them getting a second chance.
Honestly.
Or would you rather?
Honestly, no, because basically both teams get a chance.
Right.
That team had their chance.
That's fair.
And then if they score a game over.
That's true.
That's all I want to see.
In this case here, they can't score. They can't kick a field goal either if they miss their touchdown chances. I think they have to score a touchdown or that's it. And I don't mind.
Does it score a field goal? Yeah, okay. Like basically
Nah,
the current NFL rules with the
yeah.
field goals, just add on to like basically
they have to score a touchdown.
now with the NCAA, they have to score a touchdown. They can't go for a field goal.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean,
But NFL is more competitive.
well,
It's professional.
I don't even know because the more I think about it, like let's say they can't do anything, they try to go for it and they fail, and they keep failing. I mean, does it like? And then again, there's no clock to it because they always start from the 25-yard line.
Basically,
first possession.
it should,
yeah. Field. So I mean,
like
there's no other way of looking at it.
Honestly, there should just be no more ties or.
I don't mind both teams. To me, the ties don't bother me. To me, going into useless overtimes and starting the other person's side of the field, to me, I think that's kind of stupid because it's like, of course they're going to score. Who doesn't score in that position? I don't know. To me, that's just dumb. That's just dumb, in my opinion.
Nah, the ties are stupid.
Yeah, I think the ties to me makes it interesting.
Like what's weird with ties? Like let's look at division. Like say the Giants are 10-6-0.
Yeah.
The Redskins are 10-5-1. The Redskins will make the playoffs just because they have less losses.
Yeah,
but that's still kind of stupid.
That's fair though. The less losses you have, the more likely you're gonna make the playoffs. I wouldn't want to give a team. Let's say a team goes 9-7, the other team's 10-5-1. You're gonna give the team that's a 10-5-1 in the playoffs. Or you're gonna give it to the 9-7 team. You're gonna give it a 10-5-1 team every time. That's the way to do it.
I feel like a tie.
Stupid if they didn't.
The tie is kind of like an asterisk, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
kind of is.
It is an asterisk. It is. I will admit that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I prefer giving it to the team with the most wins and the least amount of losses. I'm not gonna give a team who's 6-10 a division win. I don't know who the hell's calling me. Anyways, we're gonna get into some NBA talk right now. Let me just remove this from my thing. Get on the NBA trend because Jason Tatum went off the other day.
Tatum said
he went off as of I believe
explicit content
Sunday at Washington, beating the Washington Wizards on the road, 116-87. 51 points Jason Tatum scored. 51.
Yeah.
He shot the ball 28 times, made 18 shots, 9 for 14 for 3. Tatum had 51 points. Jaylen Brown only had 18. Marcus Smart had 11. Robert Williams had 8. Al Horford had 7. Grant Williams off the bench had 10. Neeson had 1 point. Schroeder had 7. And Langford had 3. So there was not one person that was in 20-point mode because Tatum, ball hog McGee, who I guess in this time it paid off. Granted, it did pay off. Fine. For all you people out who think I'm insane.
Ball hog McGee.
Who think I'm insane.
Let's be real. Every single star for a team is a ball hog. So.
Oh, I know. But Jason Tatum is one of the biggest ball hogs of them all. And I've never seen a ball hog who redeems himself after the media attacks him by saying like he makes these these contested shots. And I mean contested to the point where you can't even get the ball off. You know what I mean? Perfectly. And I said this before right now. People are telling me, oh, don't trade Tatum. I'm sorry. But you want my honest opinion? The Brown and Tatum relationship, it ain't working. It ain't working. And Smart, as far as I'm concerned right now, there's been a lot of rumors about him saying that he might get traded during the deadline right now to Dallas.
No, see, I feel like
Marcus Smart. Good. We don't need drama queens. We don't need, who think they're the face of the franchise on here. And we don't need Wick.
He is the face.
We don't need Wick Grossman babysitting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum at the same time.
As of right now, I say Tatum is the better player.
Oh, he is by far. There is no question about that.
Maybe it can work out. Maybe we just need a real veteran leader.
But here's my opinion. They brought in Horford for that, and they think that's going to work out. But they really brought Horford in there for media relations. That's it. Just give them what the media want. Half crap ass answers, half bull crap answers. Because let's be honest, it takes less pressure off of Udoka, a new head coach, and a new GM in Brad Stevens, and it makes Greg Grossman feel happy about himself. That I can have my babies with me. And I already ran on this about this on the extra when I went on the rant about the Celtics. When I went on my rant about Tuuka. It's just like a parent who has the favorite children. That's it. The 12 players are on that team or 15 players are on the team, and there's 2 favorites. I rest my case. It's Tatum and Brown. It's Wick Grossman's favorite. He's not willing to give them up. I think you give up one of them. That's it. You get another veteran to replace it. You can get someone like a James Harden. You can get someone like a Ben Simmons. You can get someone like Buddy Held. You can get someone like a Zion. You can get someone like who am I thinking of right now? Reggie Jackson. You can get. Let me see. I'm gonna go on a limb here and probably say
Reggie Jackson. Did you say Reggie Jackson?
Yes, I did say Reggie Jackson.
No,
yes,
what?
Yes, I did say
Reggie Jackson.
Don't be eating my boy.
Reggie Jackson.
Yes. Even Bradley Beal. If you want to trade Tatum for
Bradley Beal, okay, but Reggie Jackson.
Yeah. Why not?
Are you on crack?
Get some veterans on there.
Get Bradley Beal on there. Reggie Jackson. Calling the cops.
What do you call the cops?
I don't know.
I already paid my bill. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, I got a random thing just now on my phone, random text message. But anyway, so yeah. But
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson. Yes. Come at me if you don't think that.
Is Reggie Jackson still in the league right now? What team is he on?
Pretty sure he's on the Clippers.
Reggie Jackson.
And if not him, then maybe DeMar DeRozan. Maybe. I mean, I can go on a limb here and tell you how many players.
Former professional baseball player. What?
Oh yeah, you're looking at the wrong one.
Yeah.
Definitely looking at the wrong one. But
yeah, he is on the Clippers.
Yeah.
What's the averaging?
Yeah, but
he's averaging 17 a game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it, bro. Good. That Reggie Jackson, great man. He's great.
So you're saying they should trade either Tatum Brown for Reggie Jackson?
I didn't say Brown. I just said Tatum.
Trade Tatum for Reggie Jackson.
Or Malik Bridges, or maybe get some
Tatum,
or get some veteran
straight up for Reggie Jackson,
or anybody else. Yes,
you are out of your damn mind if you think we should give up Jason Tatum by himself for just Reggie Jackson by himself.
Because I wouldn't give up Brown and Tatum as a package. That's just too much. If you give
solo, no. What you're basically saying is like straight up just trade Jason Tatum for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah,
trade an all-star, all-NBA player for a career role player is what you're basically saying.
Well, I mean,
that's basically what you were saying.
Yes, I did say that. And
if you want to trade Tatum to the Clippers, yes, include Reggie Jackson in the package, but you got to add a lot more to that, like multiple draft picks, and whoever else is on that team, probably some young prospects. Not just Jason Tatum for Reggie Jackson himself.
I know. I was getting to that until you just like.
No, you weren't. The way you explained it, like you just want to.
I don't know what the heck that just went off my phone. But anyway.
I'm just like, are you out of your mind? Whatever drugs you're on, I want some.
No, I'm just. I'm calling like I see it. You can do DeMar DeRozan. You can do. I
would keep Tatum, to be honest.
You would?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. He's gonna be the guy that shows up in one playoff game and doesn't show up the next playoff game. I'm just saying.
Every superstar has their days.
Well, he thinks he's already accomplished something, and it's like, dude, you haven't accomplished shit yet. Okay, you need to get a championship. Get your head out of your ass. Don't have this Dwight Howard mentality where all you care about is selling shoes, and basically showing yourself up on Instagram.
Honestly, every player has their own preference. What the hell?
Yeah, but Tatum, I don't know why these ads keep popping up my phone.
No, so basically, you're saying like take AI for example. He did sell a lot of shoes.
Yeah,
but he never won a title.
Yeah. Wait, who? Dwight Howard?
Technically, Dwight Howard did win a title.
Well, Allen Iverson always wanted to win a championship. The problem is that the teams he battled,
teams who were on were like meh, except for the Rockets team. But he kind of.
What are you talking about?
No, so what you're saying is like Tatum needs to win a title.
Yes.
First of all, he's only 23, 24. He's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of time.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. If he stays with the Celtics and keeps doing what he's doing, not changes his mentality, not changes his attitude.
Like, you know how many great players haven't won a title?
LeBron James.
Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Those guys, like,
because
popular.
Because they were in an era where their opponents were as tough. This team is capable of beating teams in this conference that are tougher than they are. I look at the Brooklyn Nets right now. They're a bunch of pussies. I look at the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'll say the whole league is soft, so
I agree. But that Brooklyn Nets team,
I'll join the league and punch a person out.
They are. And I think the Chicago Bulls, they're kind of like, I mean, are they for real?
Past couple games they've been mad, but like
exactly.
I still say they're like a top team.
But you get what I'm saying, though. This Celtic team right now.
I get what you're saying.
But I feel like their mentality is like we've already done this. But like, what have you done? The farthest you've gotten to was the Eastern Conference Finals, where you got embarrassed and the team missed like 35 threes in a row. How was that good? How does that accomplish anything? That accomplished shit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And they act like they accomplished so much. They didn't accomplish jack shit. All they did was pick up the fantasy leagues, make money, and that's it. Oh, yeah, and finesse your president to the point where he's up your ass. Get out of here. I had enough of that crap. Whit Grossman like ass kissing. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, so I had enough of that rant. So we're gonna go to hockey now. I know you're not into hockey. I know you're not a big hockey fan.
Yeah, I quit.
Yeah, but Tuuka Rask last night was embarrassing. He was pathetic.
Terrible.
He did not have a good night. Allowed 5 goals on 27 shots. Not a good night. Not a good night for him.
I'll call the cops.
And I'm going to say this right now, and I said this the other day, is Tuuka all washed out, and I think the fans are tired of hearing the excuses. Because last night they were cheering for Swayman throughout the game. And it might have pissed off Tuuka. I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't motivate the guy to not allow any more goals. But he quit on them last night. That's what happened last night. Tuuka quit on them last night. I'm going to recap this game for you right now. It was 1-0 in the excuse me, sorry. Yeah. It was 1-0. Grant scored a power play goal in the first period for the Ducks. 7th goal of the year. Assist came from Getzleaf and Lindholm. Lundstrom got a shorthanded goal, his 9th of the season. Pasternak got his 20th goal for the Bruins, got the first goal of the night. Getzleaf got his 3rd goal of the year. Taylor Hall scored a power play, made it 3-2. Terry got his 23rd goal for the Ducks. Payton got the go-ahead goal to extend the lead. Hula for the Bruins got the last goal, assist by Mike Riley and David Pasternak. The Bruins lost last night 5-3. I'm going to say this right now. Swayman needs to come back to Boston. Tuuka needs to sit down. He's done. He could be the backup. He could be a fill-in in the playoffs when the playoffs come along. But as of last night, I think these fans had enough. They've had enough of Tuuka Rask experience. They've had enough. Like, Tuuka Rask has not been convincing to me. He's not been convincing at all since he's been back in this team as a starting goalie. He hasn't. I don't care. It's early January. I don't care they have until April till the season ends and it goes right into the postseason. I don't care. The reality of it is that it's going to be the same episode with Tuuka Rask every time. He doesn't feel like playing. He's not motivated. He won't show up. Or the offense won't show up. It's going to be a mixed bag every time. And Bruce Cassidy's going to be like, oh, well, no, we just didn't have a good night. It's like, shut up, dude. Okay. The reality of it is that this freaking team, for whatever reason, Bruce Cassidy might as well have his lips glued to Tuuka Rask's butt side. That's all I got to say. There's no other way of explaining it. After last night, it was a pathetic performance. And even when they lost to the Hurricanes 7-1, and I went on that rant the other day. If you haven't heard my rant about that one, you can go back and listen to it. I went on for about 35 minutes with the Celtics, and I'm pretty sure with both the Celtics and the Bruins. So, I mean, at the end of the day, my God, Rask was bad last night. And he has had, I would say, halfway decent games to shit games, and it's not in a good order. It's not like it's like halfway decent and it drops down. It's like shit, halfway decent shit, halfway decent shit. It's like, that's not a league going play. We all know this. It's common sense. It's like, why is this happening? Oh, it's simple. Because Tuuka Rask is not motivated to play hockey. He's not motivated to leave the city of Boston. He's not motivated to do anything. All he's motivated for is finessing a hockey team. You hear that, Boston sports fans? You got finessers on your teams. A bunch of freaking finessers. Tatum and Brown finessing the Celtics. Mostly Tatum. Tuuka Rask finessing.
How is Tatum finessing the Celtics?
He's finessing them. And believe me, he's trying to get to
if you get signed to a contract, you got to play to the level of that contract. And Tatum has played to the level of his contract.
Okay, he's had two.
Same thing with Brown.
He's had 2 50-point games, and most of the games that he had bad 3-point shooting, and he only had like 15 or 16 points in the game. Don't tell me he's not finessing this team. He's finessing the team when it matters. If he wanted to embarrass his buddy in his
honestly, the contracts come out to like the year-long.
No, I know.
Stats.
I know.
And his stats.
But what I'm saying is, he's holding the team back. I feel like he is. His ego's getting in the way of everything. There's too much drama in the locker room. Marcus Smart thinks he's the face of the universe. He acts like he's Jesus Christ out there when he's not.
Marcus Smart is Jesus Christ.
No, he's not. Shut up.
Don't you?
But you get my point, though.
Just like Brian Scalabrine was on the team. Brian Scalabrine
was a role bench player. That's the difference. And he was a good number 8, number 9 player.
But he was a GOAT.
And he was a good bench player. He was a good bench player. He was a goat at the bench. He was clutch
goat.
at the bench. What's Marcus Smart? Clutch at his mouth? Clutch at trash talking? Is he a Black Rex Ryan?
Black Rex Ryan? What?
Think about it. What is he? What has he done to his team really? Besides a trade value. Because now it's somebody else's problem at the deadline once they trade this guy. And I hope they do. And the Mavericks, good for you. If you want to take him, great. Take him. We don't want him. You can trade us. You can trade us Halle Berry if you really want to out there in Dallas or whoever's in Dallas, Texas.
I like Halle Berry.
You know, but you get my point, though. I mean, it's so stupid that Marcus Smart is still on this freaking team, and how anybody thought this guy was our savior, I have no idea. This guy thinks he is. I don't know why. I mean,
I never said that.
Oh yeah, you did.
I never said that.
The biggest.
I never said Marcus Smart was a savior.
Oh, he said
Marcus Smart is a great defender, but he's a terrible scorer.
Oh, he is.
What's the most points he scored? He averaged in a season like 10.
But you act like trading him away isn't going to solve anything. It kind of does. He's a great defender. Don't get me wrong, but he's got to go.
Man, other than he's the best defender on the team. Who else is like great defending on this team?
What? I'm sorry.
Who else is like good defending on this team? Exactly.
I think Pritchard's good. I think Neesmith's good. I think Horford's good in certain areas of the court. I would say get a better defender. If you're going to trade away the defender, you got to get equal value of that back.
Mm-hmm.
So
who would trade Marcus Smart for?
I would trade him for
Patrick Beverley.
Maybe either that or Hardaway Jr. for the Mavs, I believe. He's a good defender.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like this. There's a lot of moves you can make, and I think you can get the moves they should make right now. Get Bradley Beal, get Tim Hardaway Jr. That's all I need. And you get some young prospects out of it and some draft picks out of it. Great. Because right now, so far, Bobo and freaking PJ Dozier, as far as I'm concerned,
Bobo is still a big project. So
he is. He's a big project, and he's just like Taco Fall. He's just gonna be a giant statue. That's all he's gonna be. That's all he's gonna be.
No, Bobo definitely has some skills if you watch him play.
Oh, I watched
a lot more than Taco. Taco didn't really.
He was like the great Conley.
Taco was there for like.
I mean, that's all he was.
Taco wasn't even there to play. He was there for like, just to help the crowd sometimes because his name's Taco. Taco.
Anyway,
Bobo definitely has the potential to be great.
I miss Taco Fall. I actually can't believe I'm actually gonna say it now because I mean, it would have been fun to actually have like an interview with him. Like,
oh, wow, that's big.
Like for our show.
Oh, I'm on Instagram scrolling, and it says that Sean Payton has stepped down as the head coach of the Saints.
I was gonna get into that.
Oh.
That was actually one of our topics that I just typed into our description here. But yeah, Sean Payton did step down from the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone did not know or hear the news, in my opinion, right now,
I feel like it was about time for that to happen. Because
you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's too soon. And the only reason why I say this is, and I'm convinced by this, he's exhausted by the Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston fiasco that's down there in New Orleans.
That's real. Taysom Hill is not a starting caliber QB.
The guy finessed that team. Period. End of story. There's not even a debate about this.
Taysom Hill, definitely.
I mean,
no, he's a gadget player. He's great all over the field.
He's a gadget,
but not as a quarterback.
He's a gadget player / bench.
Y'all are better off just starting Jameis Winston. I'm pretty sure Jameis Winston's a free agent after this year, right?
Pretty sure he is. Yeah. I think
so either they re-sign him, let him walk, or well, I was wrong about Ian Brook. He's not the answer.
Oh no, he's not.
If anything, he'll be a decent backup.
It's too soon to say that he'll be a decent backup. I think will be a start one day, but it's going to take some time. That's all I'm going to say. It's gonna take
if he's given the chance.
Yeah. It takes away the whole idea of Russell wasn't going to New Orleans because I thought him and Sean Payton would have been a good duo. But at this point now, I think that the option's still open for Russell Wilson.
Well, maybe they trade for Aaron Rodgers.
No.
You know how lethal an Aaron Rodgers-Michael Thomas combo would be?
It would be. But the problem is with that.
That'll make me think of life.
They need a lot more wide receivers, and I think that's the problem. I think Michael Thomas is not going to be the answer. I don't know if Devontae will go to New Orleans. I don't know what the story will be.
Devontae Adams and Michael Thomas on the same team. Holy crap!
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But
let me go find some.
Is it the answer though? But who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I look at Aaron Rodgers and I say to myself, Tennessee's the right answer. It's a perfect trade deal. Tannehill leaves Tennessee. He goes to Denver. Garoppolo goes to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers goes to Tennessee. Everyone's happy. They all get what they want to get to be. Tannehill will ever be good in Denver? Who the hell knows? He'll have a lot more talent than there in Denver. Is he going to lead to the playoffs? I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe.
But we'll see. We'll have a Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill fantasy matchup every weekend because we'll be playing each other twice a year. So who knows? Maybe it will lead to good things. Maybe it won't lead to good things. I don't know. But yeah, that is the news. And like there was rumors saying that Dallas might take up the Dallas Cowboy job, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way now they're gonna fire Mike McCarthy with the amount of ass kissing that him and Jerry are doing to one another. It's just I just can't see that ever happening. It's just pretty sad. Kellen Moore though will probably get a job out of it though, and I think Kellen Moore will be the one that gets a New Orleans Saints job. I think Brian Flores will get the Vikings job. We're gonna see. Because it's not going to be Wilson now. It's not going to be Rodgers. Who's another quarterback going to be on the move? I think Jared Goff's going to end up being on the move.
Jared Goff?
I think he leaves Detroit. Either that or...
Well, they trade him.
Yeah, I think Jared Goff ends up going to New Orleans.
But then again, they might not want to eat up his contract. So
yeah.
Jared Goff has a pretty hefty contract.
Well, but I think it's worth the risk. And I think the fact...
Because also, when trading, you got to look at like that contract value if they're still on the team.
Yeah, that's fine. I look at it like this anyway. I mean, it's. I would say in this case here, I don't think it'd be a good idea for him to go to Pittsburgh because he's got no one to throw to. At least with New Orleans, you've got someone to throw to. You got Callaway. You possibly have Michael Thomas.
Wait, what do you mean? The Steelers got Johnson. They got Claypool, Juju for now.
He's gonna be a free agent. He only signed a 1-year deal last year, and I'm pretty sure now.
And his value tanks, so he's not gonna get big.
And I'm pretty sure now at this point. I think Juju's going to get the move. I think Juju won't be a Pittsburgh Steelers next season. I don't think. Yeah,
most likely.
I think Claypool will be by himself. I think Deontay Johnson's trash. I think Washington sucks. So the only
Deontay Johnson was like top 20 receiving. He had a 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, but he's. I don't trust him in big situations. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't trust him in big situations. Without Big Ben, he's
mid,
hit or miss. And. I think right now what's going to end up happening with him is that he'll probably get moved somewhere else. He'll be stuck with another crappy quarterback, and it won't be anything. Big Ben's going to retire anyways, so it's not like he's going to stay an extra year. So that's that, And I could see realistically, the only reason why I see Jared Goff going to New Orleans is because it makes sense for because Kellen Moore, the more I think of Kellen Moore, I think of Sean McVay. There's a complete comparison between those two guys and their offense, how they run their offenses. And, I think Kellen Moore is going to have his hands in the wheel. He's going to have fun with his team. And I think Jared Goff, will they be a playoff team? I don't know. But it'll be interesting. And I can see Deshaun Watson going to Minnesota with Brian Flores being the next head coach of the Vikings. That I do see. Kirk Cousins is going to be on his way out. So, actually, and you know what's something? And the more I think about it now, here's my prediction right now for Kirk Cousins. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler. That's my prediction. Kirk Cousins will be a Pittsburgh Steeler in the year 2022.
I can see it.
And Tom Brady will be a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. That I do see. Rodgers will go to Tennessee. Brady will go to San Francisco. Gronk will leave Tampa Bay. And I think Winston will re-sign back with Tampa Bay. Yeah, I think Winston will go right back to Tampa, like he never even left. Because I think Brian Leftwich will take the head coaching job over Jacksonville, and that's the only reason why. And that's the only reason why. If Leftwich doesn't take the job, then I think Brady stays and Gronk stays. But I think Gronk. I don't think it's hard to say because Gronk will be a free agent until next year, but it's interesting because I think it's going to come down to these factors going into it. Because Gronk already said in the media in his press conference that Brady, whether he stays or goes, it's not going to affect what I do. Like he's not going to go with Brady. He's not going to stay. But Brady's now playing the mind game now like he did in New England in 2019. Like, oh, I'm going to retire. Maybe I'll go with somebody else. Like he did the exact same act with the family and stuff like this back in 2 years ago. I compare the two interview that he did towards the end of their respective NFL seasons. It's the same act that Brady's putting on. But I can tell you right now, I think Brady will play one more year at 45, and that's the end of it. I think Brady, as good as Brady is, and Brady could probably do it until he's 50. I just look at the facts right now.
At this point, I don't know.
You don't want to relinquish the control to Bruce Arians. Leftwich and Brady have a good tandem together.
But Brady, he's been playing for over 20 plus years. That's wear and tear on his body.
Yeah, but he can still go.
He can still go, but
level, and I think
would he still want to go?
I think
just because of his age, his family.
The family thing is that the age thing. I don't think he's worried about because he's got TB12 together. It's the family. It's Giselle.
It's family.
It's all it is.
No, see, all you gotta do, family first.
The son to this point don't even give a crap because here's another way of looking at it. They're already in their teenage years. They don't even want to spend time with their families most of the time. They want to do their own shit. Does it really matter if they spend time together or not? Not really. It's Giselle. And I think Brady wants to play football. It's a lot of pressure on him because he don't want to step away from the game. But at the same time, he don't want to be told what to do by Bruce Arians, who went out of his way to get rid of Brown. Although Brown got him, they're both in the wrong here, the whole thing. Let's be honest. But I think at this point right now, if Brian Leftwich leaves that team right now and Todd Bowles leaves, then Brady's gone. You lose the thing that where you could have created your own little mini dynasty down there in Tampa Bay, and Bruce Arians could blow it up in less than like an hour or two, or a month or two.
I don't know. If Brady leaves, they might draft a QB. They might rock with who they draft? Kyle Trask.
They could go with Trask. I mean, is Trask ready though? That's the question.
Probably not. Exactly. Even if you're learning behind Tom Brady for a year.
Yeah, but you need more than a year to learn from Tom Brady.
Definitely.
And I think honestly, at the end of the day, it's like
unless he comes in and like a straight up god.
Yeah.
Off the start.
Wins Super Bowl the first year and gets eliminated in the division round the second year. I mean, it is what it is. But I think if Bruce Arians steps down as head coach and Brian Leftwich takes over the head coaching job,
total rebuild. No, a total rebuild, but like.
What do you mean with Brady being there?
You talk about like if Brian Leftwich is upgraded to the head coach
and Brady stays
in Tampa.
Yes, and if Brady stays, and that will make Brady stay. Otherwise, if Leftwich just flat out leaves and takes the Jacksonville head coaching job, Brady's gone. He's gonna go to San Francisco. He's gonna win a ring in California, and he'll retire.
No, I think Brady would stay there regardless.
The guy grew up as a 49er fan, so at the end of the day, he's gonna take the job in San Francisco because let's be honest, I don't even think Lance is even ready. What did he learn from Garoppolo? Think about it. What did he learn? He learned absolutely nothing from Garoppolo.
Yeah, but knowing some teams, they will just like throw their QB in the situation.
Yeah, you draft him for that position, but
some teams just want to tank.
Yeah, but they got so much talent there. I don't think they want to tank. It wouldn't really make any sense for San Francisco to tank right now at this moment. But the momentum they have right now, plus they're like one game away from going to the Super Bowl. Do you think they want to tank the following year with Trey Lance? They draft him for the here and now. They're not doing it for a rebuild. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but if they get rid of Garoppolo, then it might be like a rebuild. No, not like a rebuild, more like a reload.
I disagree. You got too much talent on that team for a reload. That'd be stupid. And I think
honestly, to help Trey Lance develop, they definitely have the talent to help Trey Lance develop.
Oh, I know that. There's no.
But it'll be based on how Trey Lance performs.
Yeah.
Like if he can read defensive right, if he can make the right throws, that will rely on him, not on like the other players.
No, I know.
But the players could definitely help him.
No, I know.
Why are you getting these random ass ads?
I know. This computer.
That was the weirdest bikini ad I ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I don't know why that always comes up. There's only like a 1-800 hotline that always comes up with that freaking ad.
Okay, I'm gonna call that hotline real quick.
Well, you don't. Do you know the hotline number?
No.
Well, exactly. So how are you gonna call them?
I got a 1-800. I got a
1-800 number. But no, it just.
Oh, it's all random thing on my phone.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Nobody, me on YouTube at 3 a.m. 6 women CM Punk has slept with in WWE.
Wait, what?
No, this is what it said.
Oh, this is. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that post.
I think he slept with like 20.
Yeah.
I slept with 10.
So David Ortiz has a chance to get in the Baseball Hall of Fame. talk. We're going to get into baseball talk. We're about a month away from spring training. They're supposed to announce the Hall of Fame stuff tonight. So the finals will be as follows: Jeff Kent, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Kurt Schilling, and Big Papi David Ortiz.
Okay, I don't watch much baseball, but I've heard like how Barry Bonds has been like kept out for a while.
So is Kurt Schilling. So
yeah, because they were on PEDs.
Yeah,
for most of their careers.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, right now, who do you think gets in and why? I know you don't watch.
Because I don't watch. Honestly, David Ortiz.
Yeah.
I've never heard any story of him taking PEDs.
Yeah.
He's been an icon.
Yeah.
In Boston.
Yeah.
Pretty much his whole career.
He did get tested in 2003. He had PEDs in the system in 2003, but it was just in that 1 year that I read up on. So, in my opinion, it is David Ortiz. I think he gets in. I think Barry Bonds has
done it multiple times.
Oh, I know. But I think
Roger Clemens done it multiple times.
But I think Barry Bonds will get in. He's been around. He's a pioneer for Pittsburgh.
Does he hold the record for most home runs in the career?
Exactly. He's got 756. So, in my opinion,
excuse me.
He was juiced up. Don't get me wrong, but he belongs in that conversation. I think Bonds.
But he still left a mark on the game. So.
Yeah, but it's not that big of a mark.
Not that big of a mark.
And I think all these baseball writers who act like they're so superior, it's like shut up and play ball. If you think you can do it, they always criticize these players. Like, that's why I never care about baseball writers. These baseball writers today, they get so offensive and they always take control of the vote. It aggravates the crap out of me. But I think David Ortiz and I think Barry Bonds get in it this year. I think Kurt Schilling might get in it. I don't know how it's going to go. But I look at it like this. Scott Rowland's also in the line to get into the Hall of Fame as well. He had a pretty good career for himself. I believe a 2-time World Series champion with the Cardinals from 2006 to 2011. So there's that. You got Clemens, who's been around for a long time. I believe. Let's see. I'm trying to think of. I can think of anything else right now on who I think's going to get in. But I think it's going to be. If I put the numbers on right now, Bonds, Ortiz, Clemens, and maybe Schilling will get in. That's 4 players for that.
Kurt Schilling.
And they had to get at least a 75% voting, I guess. That's how the polling thing works. I think that's a stupid voting way. I've always felt the Baseball Hall of Fame was kind of insulting, if you ask me. Especially with their voting ways, with the writers and who gets involved and why they in the media thing. It shouldn't be about that for baseball. And I think, honestly, that they make it about that is complete asinine. So, to me, the baseball writers have got bigger egos than the players. That's my take. That's my hot take of the day. And you'll probably see me in Cooperstown in July soon. Who knows? I'm thinking about going to Cooperstown just to watch the Baseball Hall of Fame. You think I'm going to miss my opportunity to see Big Papi in person? No,
Papi.
I will see that guy in person. I got a T-shirt on right now. I can't even show it on camera right now. I thought I'd be able to rip the sweatshirt off like you did with that girl at a party. But anyway.
What?
Yeah, that girl.
Oh, no. Yeah. We're not going to talk about that.
No, I know.
Anyways,
but yeah, you get my point, though. You get my point. So I think that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else to talk about here, really. We'll get to our picks on Saturday.
Wait, what time are the games?
Games are on 3 o'clock and 6:40. The AFC title game is on at 3. The NFC title is on at 6:40.
Both on Saturday?
Both on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yep.
All right, until then, I am Joseph Olivo. And you know who I am.
In case nobody knows who you are.
Fine, I'm Michael Smith.
There you go. Okay.
I look really dark. Like the light in here sucks.
The lighting here is something great. All right, so subscribe, please. For the love of God, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, what the heck are you waiting for?
OnlyFans. What?
Not OnlyFans, no.
Well, I gotta get my merch also. Okay.
Bye. You have merch, right?
No, what?
Right, you have no merch. Yeah, but anyway, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. If you don't know his social media, you may know it now. If you don't know it, Mike, give it away.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, but give away your social media.
No, it'll be in the description.
Okay, I guess it is. Well,
yes.
I don't really put it in the description.
You're gonna start putting it in the description now. That's how.
So I gotta so that means I gotta type it up now every single time.
Fine, I'll type it in myself. Okay.
So you're gonna post our episode in your post.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna
send you the link, send you all this crap now, and you can type it in yourself. So you tell me I gotta do all the typing, and you gotta just.
We could just do it after this is done.
Duh. I know. All right. I like this guy a hard time. It's funny.
All right, stuff's gonna be in the description. You already know.
Yeah.
My face is completely dark.
Anyway, we're signing up. Have a good week. We'll see you here on Saturday.
See ya.